Fitin10 Nation, it is day 5 of the challenge, and I really have to commend you all on doing such a great job in the classes. You are learning the movements really, really well, and you know, these intro classes, as you know, as slow as they are, you know, they're really, really worth it because you know, it's the way that you're going to learn how to do at least the fundamentals. I don't want to say 100% correctly, right? Because it's not going to happen overnight, but you know, as best as you can. And like, you know, after just a couple classes with you guys, it's like amazing how well you are doing the movements. So kudos to you all. All right. As you probably know by now, I finally accepted all your friend requests on MyFitnessPal. If you haven't sent me a friend request and you want me to be your friend because you want me to creep your food journals, just add me as a friend. Kenneth put up a in Slack. He put up the instructions for how to add me as a friend. My MyFitnessPal username is, it's just my whole name with underscores in between, essentially. So Mark, M-A-R-K _ ST _ Arnaud, A-R-N-A-U-D. That is it. It is my name with underscores between the Mark and the Saint and the Arnaud, okay? So Mark _ Saint, that is ST _ Arnaud. Add me, and I will take a look at your food journal, okay? I may not get around to it, as I said before, I may not get around to it every day, but I will take a look for sure, okay? Oh, one other thing. There's some of you have weird cryptic names on your MyFitnessPals, so I don't know who you are. So I don't really know, like I need to, you know, look at your journal and then look at your numbers, but I don't know who you are. So if you can, at least let me know who you are. Private message me and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, or change your MyFitnessPal ID to something that that would clearly, you know, allow me to identify you. That would be great, okay? All right, let's talk about something that I think might be really useful for you, and it's a plug for a bar that I think is the best bar on the market, bar none. Overall, the best bar on the market. It's hard to say what's the best. Depends on what you're looking for, but I would say as an overall bar, the best bar on the market, and that is these ISO bars. These are a local bar. Ironically, the very first competition I did, bodybuilding competition I did back in 1999, the woman who started this, her name's Tammy Rosiak, she was in that show, and we didn't know this until we were chatting about, it was just over a year ago actually, at the last competition that I did. She was there and she had a booth with her bars, and I was talking to her, and we realized the very first show that I did, she was in it. And anyways, these are her bars. ISO bar, it's made by a company called FitStars. It's a local company. These bars are oven baked and they are made with all whole food ingredients. I will not advertise, or I will not suggest that you take anything. Well, let me put it this way. I only sell stuff that I believe in, truly. Okay, I will not sell something I don't believe in. These bars are awesome. Made with 100% all whole food ingredients. 60% of the ingredients in this bar are certified organic. These are high protein. These are not low carb. But for the time being, you guys are, you know, your carbs are decent. So if you want a bar, let me know and I'll give you one, okay? I'll give you a full bar. You can try it. The chocolate almond chunk have the highest protein. Well, let me read you off the macros, okay? So this is almond chocolate chunk. Macros, 8 grams of fat, 39 grams of carbs, and 27 grams of protein. Okay. Unfortunately, these are not vegan friendly because there's whey protein in here. Yes, there is, but I think everything else will be fine in here. Okay. So vegetarian, I think you're probably okay. It depends if you have dairy or not. But super good tasting. They don't taste like fake bars. They taste really good because they've got ingredients like, you know, oats and honey and almond butter and cranberries and sesame seeds, sunflower seeds, blueberries, stuff like that. Okay, there's even a little bit of dark chocolate in here. So flaxseed, etc. Really, really good bars. I cannot, talk about these enough. Like, really, really good bar. And there's so many bars on the market, and they're not that great. Okay, this is a good bar. So let me know if you want to try some, and I'll give you a bar or two to try. Okay, you can't handle eating all your food. Okay, so what do? Okay, so I'm going to suggest to you that you make sure you get all your protein in for the day. That is first and foremost, because that's going to be your biggest hardship in this challenge, because we want to, your protein's only going to get higher as time goes on, okay? So I want you to try to get your protein in. That's going to be the most important thing. And then I want you to try to improve on getting in your amounts of carbs and fats. Okay, so do your best with that. Now, I will tell you this much. This is the interesting thing. Throughout this entire challenge, your calories will not change that much. They will change, they will go down, yes, but not that much. Okay, but and the interesting thing is you guys are full, right? Well, as the challenge goes on, we just see people getting leaner, and we see people's hunger go up immensely. Okay, far more than what's reflected in terms of the change in calories. So it's really, really interesting, right? It's so interesting that I see people that are so full right now, yet as time goes on, they start to need more food, and we start to see, them getting leaner and leaner. So it's just a very interesting observation, but really what that tells me is it's about, as I've said before, it's about being consistent with something that is reasonable. What I gave you is reasonable. And that is the gold in this, okay? I'm telling you what happens with you guys over time is you have days where you're probably eating way low calories and days where you're eating way high calories and you're eating junk that's mixed with this. And of course you're not weight training. So I mean, we got to consider the fact that you're weight training, doing probably some more exercise than what you're used to. In particular, the resistance-based training. But again, it's about being consistent, right? Consistent with the exercise, consistent with a certain amount of calories, specifically more specifically macros. That's where the gold lies, okay? It's consistency over time. I cannot stress that enough. 10 weeks is really not that long, okay? Really, when we talk about time of being consistent, it's like years and years of consistency. But I'm not putting down the 10 weeks, okay? This is a big change for you. I have no problem admitting that this is my area of comfort, and this is certainly something that's new to you, so that I understand, okay? All right, message of the day. I kind of already touched upon this. You build yourself up over time and not overnight. Yeah, you're going to see some good change. If you follow everything to a T, you're going to see some good change. And a lot of you will see, 30% or near 30%. Some of you might even see more than 30% of a loss in your fat mass, which is a huge change. But really, things take a long time, okay? Nothing of any great measure comes quickly. Okay, even I have to remind myself of this over and over again for certain things. So, just remember that it's a process, right? It is a process and it takes time. And if you're not, if you're not happy or content with how things have gone, it's only day 5, it's only day 5. But as the challenge goes on, okay, just remember that things take time. And believe me, by the end of the challenge, you will be at least, I think you'll be quite happy with what you see, okay? All right, you build yourself up over time, not overnight. That is today's message. And that is all. All right, positive energy, positive vibes. Believe in yourself, and for the love of God, give some gratitude. And I will talk to you guys all tomorrow. See ya.